G'day folks, in this video I want to talk about zone intervals. These are longer intervals and usually we set these at 3 or 4 minutes for the interval. So you're not taking off as fast as a sprint interval, it's more of a steady build. Most of you will have done a lot of sprint intervals by now, so you'll be really familiar with that takeoff. And the biggest mistake people make with zone intervals is that they do take off too fast, their heart rate goes up too high and then plateaus for the rest of the interval. What we want to see in zone intervals is your heart rate steadily rise and continue to rise throughout the interval so that it reaches its peak right at the end of the 3 minutes or right at the end of the 4 minutes. Then you've got this interval right. So in your results you will see some zone interval targets or long interval targets, and we'll usually tell you in your emails or in your program which one of those targets you should be trying to hit. If you're having any problems with those targets or you even think they're too easy, then you should let us know so we can make some adjustments there. Basically, what you do in a zone interval, like I said, is you start off steady and build and build and build and build, and it's going to be really tough to hit that zone right at the end. It's usually around about your VO2max pace, so around about the intensity that we were doing at the end of the test, maybe just a little bit less. That's the intensity that we want your zone intervals to be, and you'll be there for 3 or 4 minutes. So they're going to be a tough 3 or 4 minutes, but we know you can do them because that's why we've done your test and that's what we've measured. Okay, so if you're on the treadmill, you're going to use incline and speed to get to that, and it might take a little bit of playing around on the treadmill or any of these other pieces of equipment. The zone intervals particularly, they're a little bit of a skill to develop, and working away at the piece of equipment that you use, it might take you a few sessions and a bit of feedback from us to really get your zone intervals right. So whatever piece of equipment you use, you would steadily build up to that target heart rate, and then once you've finished the 3 minutes or the 4 minutes, you'll come down back into your recovery zone, which is that grey zone in your charts. Again, your heart rate needs to come into that recovery zone. If you haven't come into that recovery zone by the end of the allotted time, you probably haven't slowed down enough. Maybe you need to slow the treadmill down more, maybe you need to stop and just walk around lightly a little bit, lower the incline, but really back your intensity off so that your muscles can recover, so that you're ready to go for the next one. If you find that you're slowing down a lot and your heart rate's still not coming down, let us know, because we might have to make some adjustments like lengthening the recovery time for you for that particular session for a while until you build your fitness up, and we can bring that back down again. So that's zone intervals. They're a new thing that will come in after several weeks of your program, but another really important part of improving your metabolism with the interval training. Enjoy them. Thank you.